Today we will learn how to retouch a skin in InDepth using Photoshop. Hello, what's going on? My name is Nicholas Isaiah. Welcome to Think 4E. This is the place where we think a 4E way. Welcome once more to this amazing tutorial. So if you like my videos, please subscribe to this channel and make sure to share these videos to friends and families. I've been quiet in a very long time and I am sorry not to keep you busy. But anyway, I have come with a very great and amazing tutorial today. So today we will learn how to retouch a skin. So we are going to retouch the picture you are seeing on the screen right now. So without wasting much of your time, let's get started. So the first step is to remove the blemishes from the photo, the one you are seeing, the dark ones, all these bumps we are seeing. We are going to remove them by using the spot HighEnd brush tool. So we are going to remove all the blemish you are seeing. So to do that, you need first to duplicate your background. So to do that, to duplicate, just press and hold Ctrl plus J on your keyboard. I'm using Windows. For Mac users, I don't know. Okay, so we have duplicated our layer. So double click on it to rename it, and I'm going to rename it 1SD step, which is the first step. Okay, so we have the first step. So we're going to use the HighEnd brush to remove the bumps or whatever you call it. So I am going to zoom in a little bit. Great. Sorry. Something like this, so that we can see clearly what's going on. So I'm going to grab the HighEnd brush tool. Then I'm going just to start. Just click where the bumps are. Once you click, they will disappear. I'm going to reduce the size, something like this. Okay, great. Just click on anything that you see is imperfection. So let's just clean the skin a little bit. Great. So you are really doing great. You can also follow us on Facebook. We have also a Facebook group and a Facebook page. Just search for Think 4E and everything will come in place. You can join our group and our Facebook page. Just continue doing this. Make sure you clean out the skin. This is just the first step. So you must be very careful. So you can always check the progress of what you're doing by clicking on the visibility icon here. Turn it off and you'll see the progress. So this is how far we have gone. Great. So we are done using the spot HighEnd brush tool. It just depend on the type of the image you are using, but I advise you to download the same image I'm using for raining, and then you can turn to your own image. So we have that in place. Now the second step is to apply the frequency separation. So frequency separation is the most advanced technique we are going to use to retouch the skin for this model or for this picture, so that the picture can come out very smooth and very stylize in everything. So to do that, just duplicate the 1SD step layer by pressing Ctrl plus J on your keyboard twice, and then we will have this and that. Okay, great. So you're going to double click on the first one and you're going to rename it high, then press enter, double click, and then you're going to rename it lower. So we are going to make the lower layer active, or the second layer active, and you're going to apply the Gaussian blur. But to see the progress, we need first to turn off the first layer. When you turn off, just make sure the lower layer is active, and then click on filter, blur, and then Gaussian blur. Once you click on Gaussian blur, I will use 2.6 radius pixels. Yeah, great. It depends on the type of the image you are using. So we are smoothing things out so that when we use the mixer blush tool, it is not going to be distracted. Okay, great. You'll understand that later. So now we are done with the blah things. So let's go and make the top layer active and make sure it is visible by clicking on this guy here, the icon, the visible icon. And once you click on that, go to image and then say apply. Once you click on apply, the layer mode on the layer here, just select the lower layer, or the one we named this guy here, the lower one. So just click the lower, then keep the channel to RGB, and then the blending mode, just click on select subtract, and then keep the opacity to 100%, and then make sure these two guys here are unchecked, and the scale keep it to 2 and the offset to 128, and then we are good to go. Press OK. Yeah, great. So once you do that, change the blend mode of the first layer by clicking here on normal, and then set it to linear light, and then you will note that the image has gone back to the first step we took. So these two guys are not different from the first step, but don't worry, you will see the progress. So we are going to group the lower and the eye by marking them and pressing Ctrl plus G on your keyboard to create a group, then double click and name them as frequency. Great. So we have that. Select your lower layer, which is the second layer, and then on this last step we are going to apply now the mixer blush tool. So this mixer blush tool, it is going to mix the color of the skin to do the mixing of colors whatsoever and ever. It is going in other ways to smooth out the skin. So yeah, so to smooth a very professional and in a good manner, we are going to apply a black and white so that we are able to see the darker tones and the lighter tones of this image. So click on the eye layer here and then click on the adjustment layer and then black and white. Once you click on that, just cancel that. So now we are able to see where there is the dark areas or the darker tones here and the lighter tones. So we are going to mix the colors in according to the way they are. So we will mix the lighter tones alone and these guys here alone, these guys alone, so on and so on, so that we don't change the face of the model, whatever. So select the mixer brush tool, or if you can't see the mixer brush tool on your brush tool, just right click on it and it will display different brushes. So click on that. Once you click on that, make sure the lower icon of the second layer is active. So once you select the mixer brush tool, make sure this guy here is checked and make sure your brush is green, and I'm using the size of 46 pixels. And then make sure the weight is 96% and the lead is 75%, mixer is 90%, the flow is 100%, and the other guys are default. So once you verify that, now you can start mixing the colors. You can see it is smoothing things out. So you can always check the progress by turning off the black and white. Great. So as you can see, there is absolutely a mixing and a change of touch. So this is advanced skin retouching in Photoshop. Okay, so we are done using the mixer brush tool, but we are not yet done retouching the image. We are still retouching. So we have that, but I am not yet satisfied, so we are going to retouch more. So the last step is to apply now the higher frequencies. We are going to use the higher frequency, which is the layer we created here, the one which looks like a gray one. So we are going to apply that to the skin, so that all the imperfection and all those fun things happening on the skin must leave. Yeah, great. So select the first layer, and we are going to use the clone tool at this point. And after selecting the clone tool, press and hold Alt on your keyboard, and then press and then right click on the skin which is smooth. Once you click on that, then start painting on your desired skin. Absolutely. Great. And it is going to blur things. It is applying the blur texture. Oh, sorry. Control Z. And what is kind of funny.
let's try to zoom out and see what is happening. So guys, this is how I detach the skin in Photoshop. If you still have some questions how to retouch a skin in Photoshop, you can leave a comment in the comment section below. So guys, thank you for watching and stay blessed.